Happy Thursday. It's time for another Tip Talk. And today we wanted to focus on something that we didn't learn about last week at our conference, but we were reminded about last week at our conference. And I know you've probably all heard it because we like to say these words a lot, but they're so important. They're so important. The Tennessee Electronic Library, TEL. It is a free resource in Tennessee, and there are so many great things. And today we're going to focus on test prep because some of you probably have AP tests coming up. You might be wanting to take the ASVAB again. Might be an ACT in your near future. So the Tennessee Electronic Library. Yes. Remember those words.
I'm going to interject with, this is one of the things that the Institute of Museum and Library Services provides to us through a grant to our state library. So hashtag save IMLS if you like access to free things like this, because we can't afford to pay for them. So, okay, here we go. We're going to go to www.tntel.info.
So that's all you have to remember. And if you can't remember that, you can type TEL into a Google search and it'll tell you what's going on. Yeah. But it's that easy.
Okay, and then we're going to go to this test prep tab and click on the Learning Express Library link.
Yes. It sounds like a lot of steps, but it's really not. And if you get confused, come see us or watch this video again while you do it.
Right, it'll be on YouTube for literally ever. If you don't have an account, which you may not, you can click register and you're just going to fill out a bunch of fields to create an account. It is free.
Use your school stuff if you can. That way you'll remember it.
Right, and that way if you forget while you're at school, then you can have the password sent to you, and you should actually be able to retrieve that from your school email. You can't access other emails while you're at school. Only your school email. Okay, if you are a junior or a senior, you may have an account already that you created with your school information to use the ACT prep section. Right. I'm pretty sure some people did that. Okay, and once you've created an account and logged in, then the first thing we're going to show you is where it says All Centers. We're going to go to School Center because we are doing state testing right now, and some of you guys may want a really quick refresher before you take this test. If you click on the High School tab, it will take you into the different subject areas. I know a lot of people struggle with things like math, so you could go into the math section, and where it says practices, those are just practice problems, okay? Those are practice problems that you can do in different areas. Sometimes people will come in here and they'll ask us for books on algebra or geometry or whatever for a little bit of extra information. Once you see something you want to practice, you just click Launch, and it will open up a section. We'll explain how to take the test. You can either take it as a simulation where it will cut off when your time is up. You can do practice where it won't tell you the answers until you're done and you click score your test, or you can do the learner option where it will tell you the answers as you go if you are not familiar with what you're doing. Okay, so, or if you just need a refresher. So once you've clicked whatever, or chosen whichever mode, you click start test, and then you will have some questions to answer. You can save and finish later. Say you answer one question or two questions or whatever and you've got to go do something else. You click save and finish later. Make sure you click save, because if you close without saving, it will close and not save it, okay? So,
imagine.
So you want to click save, and then that will save it to what they call My Center, so that you can go back and start it again later, okay? So you will just click on the name of it, not start new test, and not delete if you want to get back into it, obviously. Okay.
Right.
So another place you can go, let's see, we'll go back home. Okay, when you go back home, you can see All Centers. I want to quickly show you the College Preparation Center. That's where you'll find your ACT prep and your AP test prep. Also SAT or PSAT. So we're just going to jump into the AP since those are the tests that are coming up. And over here on the left, you can see all the different AP exams that are available for you to practice. Each one has 2 different exam versions that you can try out. So same as the other one, I'm not going to go all the way into it because you have the exact same options after you click launch. Just want you to be aware that if you're taking one of these AP tests, that you can look at some preparation materials here. They also have ebooks that you can look at. and these are literally, it looks like there's just biology and U.S. history, but hey, those are tests we
actually give.
So you can look at those.
Yes.
I have not gone into the college admissions essay writing section, but check it out. Maybe there's something in there.
If you're a junior,
for
you
next
need
year.
to be working on that this summer. So that's maybe something that you could start on.
Yep. Okay. Also ACT, SAT, PSAT. So look around in there. If you are going to go straight into a career or into the military, or if you're a junior or a sophomore and you want to look at what is expected of you in various different careers or in the military, you can go to the Career Center. And it doesn't really matter which one of these things you click on. You're going to see these on the left bar once you get in there, but we're going to click Join the Military.
It's a really great resource. A lot of people come in and look for ASVAB books, and we have a couple of them, but truthfully, this is the best resource because it's more up to date. It's always going to be sort of the freshest thing, and it's so user-friendly. You can get to this any computer that has internet. It's not hard to use. You're welcome to come in here and run through some of these practice exams. Because, you know, the better the score, the better your job. So the more choices you have.
And it's free and always available. And a bunch of you can use it at one time. If we have 1 or 2 ASVAB books, then only 1 or 2 kids obviously can use those. But, you know, as many people as want to can use this. Let's see. Right here you've got ASVAB practice exams, different sections, same exact format as the other ones. You just click launch and there you are looking at the test. You can save to view later as needed. Let's see what this is. Testing.
Remember bringing doctor's message to the Christian Academy at the beginning of advisory, and also there are students that will need to report to you on the cafeteria at the beginning at 4 o'clock today. Now look and see, Lucy Lakin, Ray Garner.
There's a really big list right there. Look at it.
Yes, these are different occupational exams, like cosmetology has a test, firefighters have a test. Postal workers, nurses, real estate, all kinds of stuff. We also want to point out before we run out of time, before storm starts, sorry about all that, but we can't stop. We're going to go back home, and under all centers, if you go to the Adult Learning Center, under the Adult Learning Center is where you'll see Becoming a U.S. Citizen if you need to practice the civics test. That's now a requirement for seniors to pass the civics test before you can graduate. So you can go in, remember, Adult Learning Center, Becoming a U.S. Citizen, there's that citizenship practice test right there.
And let me just give you a tip. If you can't remember what we talked about or where it is, if you don't have access to this video, click all the buttons. Yeah, that's how you find out things. Click every center and every single button until you, there it is.
Yeah, you won't break it.
You really won't.
And if you save stuff for later, it'll always hang out there in My Center.
Exactly.
Very quickly, last thing, I'm going to go back home one more time. If you need it, you can even see some of these things in Spanish. Okay, It's not everything in a Spanish version, but if you go to the Spanish section, they do have the civics test practice for sure. That's the GED, but over here you got to click one more, and then you've got the civics test right there. They also have some math and some reading. Okay, so and that's all we're going to have time to show you today. But hopefully someone watching this video will find this useful. Share this with other people. You don't have to be an East High student to use this. Anyone in the state of Tennessee has access to this for free. Thank you so much, IMLS.
Yes.
So, and have a nice day. We'll see you on Monday with some book talks.
Bye.